Hi guys and welcome to another video. So let's start this new course which will be about C Sharp Intermediate. Okay, so let's start about talking about I/O, which means that we're going to talk about files in C Sharp. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that you need to work with files in C Sharp is the namespace system.io. Okay, we're gonna talk about namespaces later, but just keep in mind that means that we are importing. Let me just comment this: importing a library. A library, it's a collection of classes that enable us to do something. Okay, to do some work. So we need this namespace, and then we're gonna jump right into this tutorial. So the first thing we're gonna do to write a text file, this will be about writing text files, is to have a string. So text files are basically strings. Okay, so let's just create our string. If you guys remember from the first module of this course, which was C# tutorial, I've talked about strings a lot, so you guys definitely want to check that out. So let's create a string called string text, which be equal. This is a text document. Okay, so we have this text, and what we're gonna do is to create a text file using the system.io module. So the system.io module has a lot of classes. To see all of them, what you're gonna do is to use the syntax highlight. Let's type system.io.io. So as you guys can see, we have a lot of different classes. We have binary writer, directory info, and so on. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna use the file class. So we're gonna use the file class, which is a static, mostly static functions. Okay, or methods. So they are all static, which means that you can only execute them once. Okay, you don't need to create an object. Okay, so that's pretty good. We don't need to create an object. So let's write this text. So to write this text, I'm going to use a function called write all text. Okay, so this function writes the entire text into a file. So if I want to write this text into a file, I'm gonna need to create another string, which I'm gonna call string path, which would be the name of the file. That's called my file.txt, which is the extension. Okay, so let's come back here, and if we would use the syntax highlight, we're gonna see that it shows me that this function have two constructors. Okay, the first one is the path and the content, and the second one is the path, the content, and the encoding format. So I'm just gonna use the first one. Yeah, it will automatically detect that I'm using the first one because I'm only gonna give two parameters. So we're gonna give the path, and the content will be the text. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna type console.writeLine. The file was created. Okay, exclamation mark. So let's run this, and when we run, we're gonna see that I have to create a text file. So we have the message. Let's just search for the file. I'm gonna search for the file right here. Let me see. Okay, so we have a directory. Now I'm navigating through the debug folder. As you guys can see, we have the my file right here. If I double click it, I'm gonna see that I have this text inside of this document. Okay, so this is how you could create a text file in C# very quickly, very easily, but there are other ways, and you guys will see them after the next videos. Okay, so thanks again for watching this video, guys. If you like it, and see you guys next time.